Morning, YouTube. Dave here, fishing not working. I'm not working this morning. Don't want to. But I got this new tool for catching fish. Wait till you see this. I love a good tool like anybody else. I love a good quality tool. These tools do what they're supposed to do and they last, right? Well, make a long story short, um, 4 or 5 months ago, I had this unfortunate occurrence happen. I was out fishing as usual, middle of the lake, and unfortunately, I flipped a kayak. There were some casualties to this accident, and I had this Penn spinning reel on rod, and it couldn't swim. It became a casualty. It was buried at sea. It should have learned to swim, but it didn't. But that said, I needed to replace it. So, in my search, I've noticed that all these big time catfishermen were using conventional spinning reels. I thought, well, I wonder why they're all doing that. And they're all doing it. Okay, I had to look into this. So I was out fishing with my son one day, and he happened to have one. And I tried it out. It was an Ancient Mariner, nice setup. And I kind of liked that thing. So, as any normal red-blooded American would do, I went to the fishing shop and I purchased a new Ancient Mariner rig. Well, that soon became my favorite rod and reel. I now understood why these guys are using these conventional reels. Makes sense. Well, fast forward 3 or 4 months. It's time. I need another rod and reel. I need another heavy duty one like the Ancient Mariner. And what I want is I want a quality reel at affordable price, right? Well, I've done my research on YouTube, and I'm looking at all these different brands. There's quite a few. Looking at reviews, things like this, ratings. Everything kept pointing to one brand. And so I decided, I think this is what I want, but let me do like everybody else does. Let me look for bad reviews, right? And take them with a grain of salt. But I couldn't find any on YouTube. Now, they may be there and I just didn't see them, but I couldn't find any bad reviews. So, sure enough, I'm about to buy one. Company had a sale, and I'm going to get me one. Well, right before I pulled the trigger, I had this epiphany. You have a YouTube channel. Why don't you just write them a letter or write them an email and see if they'll let you use one and review it, right? Well, I wrote them an email. I got an answer the next day. This young lady named Olivia sent me this email back saying, hey, I got a reel for you to try. Let's do some paperwork. This is what she sent me. Check this out. Piscifun. That's pronounced Piscifun. This is a Piscifun Chaos 40. And these come in 40, 50, and 60 sizes. And it's basically the spool size. Much else is the same. There's a few small differences, but the 40 holds less line than the 50. 50 holds a little more, and the 60 even holds more. That's the big difference. And what this says here that you can't read, heavy duty round reel engineered for the win. That's me. I want to win. Well, let me tell you something about my past. Me and my wife had a heating and air conditioning company for 40 years, small business. And I've dealt with many manufacturers over the last 40 years. And in fact, before that, I worked for a heating and air conditioning manufacturer here in town for several years in the customer service department. So I have an idea about the manufacturing business after visiting plants and so forth. That said, I think you're going to hear something here that you're not going to hear on any other video or review video. PC Fun is a first-class company from my experience. Olivia is a fantastic representative of their company. And what you need to know is that employees or representatives of companies reflect the attitude of their leadership or their ownership. And you can tell a lot about a company by dealing with their employees, from their attitudes and so forth. She's fantastic. When you do things like this, there's a whole lot of paperwork that has to be done before you get a reel or whatever. And I completely messed up the paperwork more than once. And she still sent me the reel. She was very kind, very gracious, and very patient with me. Well, let me tell you a little bit about PC Fun. PC Fun is a company started in 2014, so it's not all that old, to me at least. Started by two guys. One was an avid fisherman, which is important, okay, because then he knows what the public needs in fishing equipment. The other had a manufacturing company who manufactured products for other companies. These two got together and started PC Fun. And they're all about making quality equipment at a reasonable price. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Quality equipment at a reasonable price, right? I didn't figure this one out till later, but anyway, PC Fun, PC is Latin for fish, and fun means fun, fish fun. What a name. Anyway, they have a slogan. It's fishing with family. How could you go wrong with that? So with the current manufacturing processes we have around the world now, CNC lathes and all this, it's very possible to consistently make a quality product at a reasonable price due to technology. And this is exactly what they came up with. Let me briefly show you this reel. That is one nice looking reel. The blue and the black look really good. The fit and finish on this thing is fantastic. And it just reeks of quality all around and heavy duty. Look at this. This is a level wind reel. This is a level winder. It's mounted on 1, 2, 3 bars. You don't see that anywhere else. You want to know about heavy duty? That is heavy duty. Look how freely this thing spins. Unbelievable. That is done because of this gear they have in here. And I'm going to butcher how you pronounce it, but it's a Hamia, Hamia gear. It's a Japanese-made gear by a company there, and it's a heavy-duty. This gear is known for being heavy-duty and smooth, and that is exactly what this is, smooth. Here is a bait clicker switch. It is not an obnoxious click like on some reels. That's just a smooth click that you can hear, but not obnoxious. Spool release. See this right here? It's got this little indentation. You push it in, solid click. Your thumb naturally rests on the spool so you can control the spool. Just a nice, solid, easy click. Distinct. Star drag like the rest. Here's our tensioner for the spool. Just a quality reel. One thing I need to talk about is the drag on this, before I forget. This one has 18 pounds of drag. The larger ones go up to, I believe, 22. But if I block the spool, this drag is smooth as butter, just like everything else. No matter how tight I tighten it, it's just smooth. I've never felt anything like this. This is really nice. This will be fun. It's just a quality piece of machinery. One thing I almost forgot to tell you about, fish hyper mode. Listen to this. Take your bait clicker, off, on, 3 times. Push the spool release, turn the drag forward, back, and cast the reel out. What that does, that gives you 87.3% chance of catching a fish on that cast. Now this is good for 1 time every hour. Right. I wish it had that. That's still in the design process. They're working on it. We don't have that yet. Oh well. It'll still catch fish. One thing you get with this, parts breakdown in the box. Nice. Check this out. Maintenance and usage information. Where to oil it, how to use it, things like that. They left off the fish hyper mode. I don't understand why, but anyway. You remember, we want a quality reel at an affordable price. This reel is give or take around $50. A few dollars less, a few dollars more, like that. You can buy 2 of these at the price of 1 Ancient Mariner reel, approximately. You can buy 3.5 of these for the price of 1 Abu Garcia Ambassador 6500 reel. And for this quality, it's just a no-brainer. So when you have a product made of this quality, when you have quality and you have a reasonable price, what you end up with is value. You get a lot of value with these fishing reels. And really, what I'm seeing on all Piscifun's equipment, there's a whole lot of value in their whole line. So I'm impressed with this company and their equipment. I'm going to be taking this out in the next few days, I hope. We're going to give her a test run. And I don't have any doubt it's going to perform like I think it will, but we'll find out. And I'll let you know. So just be aware, down in the description, there's a link to Piscifun. And in this link, it'll take you to their website, and that's kind of how you purchase their equipment. But just so you know, I do get a little kickback if you purchase from that link. If you're going to purchase from, please purchase from the link. I get a little gas money to help pay for gas so I can go fishing too and show you some of these things. But if you want to see how this reel performs, subscribe. And I'll be coming out with another video here pretty darn quick on how this works. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.